Hi, this is Jeannie from the Lemonade Disco, and today I'm going to do the Doctor Who tag. So, first question is, when did you start to become a fan of Doctor Who? I would say New Year's Day of 2011. I just started the free trial of Netflix, and I noticed that they had all the seasons since the reboot online, so I wanted to do that since I had a bunch of free time, and my roommates had always bugged me to watch it because they loved it so much, but for some reason I just didn't want to start it, and I should have listened to them because I absolutely love Doctor Who, like, with all my heart. Next question, favorite Doctor. My favorite Doctor would be a tie between Eccleston and Matt Smith. Christopher Eccleston was my first Doctor, and like they say, you always love your first Doctor. You have him in a special place in your heart, and he definitely does. I'm really sad that he only got one season, but I think he did a fantastic job. I know there are a lot of criticisms about the first season, but he was the first Doctor to basically start and completely reboot and ignite Doctor Who, since it was on hiatus or canceled for about like 15 years, 10 to 15 years. He had this huge responsibility to make this show, pick it up off the ground, and just let it soar. And he did just that. With the few episodes that he had, he did a wonderful job. So he holds a special place in my heart. But right now, Matt Smith is really tied with him. I just love how he's written. He's so quirky. He can play really young and really old, and I just love that about Matt Smith. And he's just, I don't know, he's just really fantastic. Just fantastic. Favorite companion? I'm gonna go with Donna. I just loved her so much. I think the reason I loved her the most was because there was no romantic tension between her and the Doctor. None at all. None of that to get in the way of adventures, fighting monsters, and saving the Earth. I know she was pretty, like, harsh. Like, she's very, I guess, bitchy, just loud, and just, like, kind of annoying. But as the season went on, you could see that she was a really good human being, like, to the core of her. And just how they ended her character was just so heartbreaking. And I love just all of it. I just love her whole season. And even though she can't come back, I wish in some way that she would. Next question, favorite episode? I have a lot of favorite episodes. Like, Doctor Who is my favorite show, and I just love the entirety of it all. There are really good episodes, like 90% of the episodes, 95% of the episodes are really amazing, and you know, I love them. But my favorite episode has to be The Doctor's Wife, written by Neil Gaiman, and it's just so amazing. You see this whole dynamic between the TARDIS actually becoming a person, and with the Doctor, he gets to actually interact and talk to the TARDIS. And throughout their years of traveling together, you finally see them interact as people, and I think it's amazing. I just thought that episode was amazing, and I don't think any episode can really top it for right now. Like, there are other episodes, but this one, I just find it just utterly amazing. Least favorite companion. I didn't hate any of the companions. I love them all, just in their own way. I felt sorry for Martha because of the unrequited love thing with the Doctor. Rose losing the Doctor, then gaining the Doctor again. And then Amy, she just had this really special relationship with the Doctor. But I would say my least favorite would be Amy during her first season of Doctor Who. It's just, she went on the adventure with him and just kind of pretty much cheated on Rory. I don't like when companions try to get on the Doctor. And she was doing that in a really big way, and she still had Rory at home. Come on, the next day she was supposed to get married to Rory. How could she do this to Rory? Rory is so amazing. And I don't know, I really liked her on for her second season in Doctor Who. Like I said, I don't hate any of the companions. I just have little tics about them. Least favorite Doctor, I like them all. They're all fantastic. All of them had great acting, and the writing that accompanied them was just fantastic. I would say, like, my rankings since the reboot, I would say Tennant would be my last. I guess technically least favorite Doctor, but you know what? The Doctor is the Doctor is the Doctor. He is technically one person, one Time Lord, and you have to love the whole guy, you know? There's no other way of doing that. If given a chance to become a companion, what kind of companion are you? I would say I'm the companion that would want to go to the different planets, the different worlds, just to see how it's like. And knowing me, when we come back to Earth to pop in for a visit, the Earth is somehow wrong and altered, and me and the Doctor would have to go back in time and fight some monster to get the Earth back to what it's supposed to be. Because that would happen when I'm the companion. The Earth gets messed up and then we have to save it. Greatest monster you have ever seen in Doctor Who? This is a tie between, of course, the angels and the little boy from the Doctor Dances where he goes, "Are you my mummy?" The angels, of course, like, I cannot look at a statue or be near it without making eye contact, backing away slowly, and then running away. Not running away, but just keeping my eyes on it so that nothing happens. And I'm wearing an angel shirt. See? Really scary. Don't blink. You're not supposed to blink during this whole video. Can't you see it? An image of an angel itself becomes an angel. So anyways, the little boy in that episode was really frightening. Just to see this dead boy trying to touch everyone and turn them into what he was, and just trying to heal everybody. I don't know. It was really frightening for me. Just at every turn he's there, and if he touches you, you're pretty much screwed. So those are the two monsters that I really enjoyed. Worst monster, I would go with the Absorbaloff. I know Little Boy wrote the story and it won, so they put that monster into production. Like, on his part, it's a really great story for, you know, this little kid that wrote it. Come on. What more can you want from a little kid? But I thought the way he was done was a bit cheesy. I know Doctor Who is kind of cheesy sometimes, but I think he's the monster that I just didn't like the most. And it looks like I skipped a question on here. And that's kind of important to how I came upon Doctor Who. So, least favorite episode, I would say where Tennant and Martha go to Manhattan in New York City. And there are the pig slaves and the Daleks. And I would say those were the worst episodes. I remember my roommates always bugging me to watch Doctor Who, to, you know, start it. And I believe the Manhattan episodes were the first I've ever seen. They were just on TV and we were watching them. And I'm pretty sure I thought to myself, like, oh, this series doesn't seem so great. It must be, like, whatever. Like, I kind of dismissed it after watching those episodes. And I think subconsciously I just didn't want to watch it because of those episodes. And now that I've watched it all, I think I'm pretty justified in saying that those episodes are pretty terrible. They didn't really show the essence of Doctor Who besides, like, oh, he kind of traveled in space and time, which you saw. He went to old New York, and he's not in UK anymore. He's now in Britain. Not UK anymore, and he's now in New York. And I just thought those weren't really good episodes, and I would never, ever, ever, ever start anyone off with those episodes because that might actually make them dismiss the whole franchise. And that's it for my Doctor Who tab, and I'll see you guys later.